Good day, YouTube. This is Jay with Falling Forward Financial. Just bringing you another video on Intel, a little bit more in depth on what's kind of going on with them today. Again, you can kind of see the price action there. Haven't seen any action like this for quite some time. That's what she said. But anyway, Intel's been asleep at the wheel for quite some time. I've made a couple other Intel's videos. They are and you can put your comments. My favorite semiconductor, just basically because they trade kind of flat, not a whole lot of volatility, and the dividend is kind of nice, but kind of a safe stock I consider it, but it's also been asleep at the wheel. But Pat Gelsinger stepping down as VMware CEO to replace Bob Swan at Intel. So I think this is kind of what's prepping the stock up today, which is a good thing. And there's a picture. Lisbon, Portugal, November 8, Pat Gelsinger, CEO VMware, and Ross Mason, not pictured, founder MuleSoft. Debate on the future of technology. Will everybody benefit? During the third day of the Web Summit in Altice Arena on November 8, 2017. But this article is today, and as you can see, Intel's up, which that's a first in, I think, 5 or 6 months. And a move that could have wide ramifications across the tech landscape. Intel announced that VMware CEO Pat Gelsinger would be replacing interim CEO Bob Swan at Intel on February 15th. So I'll be watching this one through that date, and maybe parting with a couple shares. I haven't quite decided yet. But the question is why he would leave his job to run a struggling chip company. The bottom line is he has a long history with Intel, working with some of the biggest names in the chip industry. Lore before, I would say that's supposed to be long before, not lore before. He joined VMware in 2009. It has to be a thrill for him to get back to his roots and try to jumpstart the company. Amen to that. So I was 18 years old when I joined Intel. Wow, long history. Fresh out of Lincoln Technical Institute, over the next 30 years of my tenure at Intel, I had the honor to be mentioned at the feet of Grove, Noyce, and Moore. Gelsinger wrote in a blog post announcing his new position. Certainly, Intel recognized that the history and that Gelsinger deep executive experience should help as the company attempts to complete an increasingly aggressive chip industry landscape. And if you follow my channel, I've talked about other semiconductors. AMD's another favorite. I unfortunately bought those and sold them. You can watch those videos. So currently, this is the only one that I currently have. I've looked at Taiwan Semiconductor in the past, but I just haven't pulled the trigger on it yet. But I've been talking about semiconductors. As you know, 2020, a lot of them took off, especially AMD. Unfortunately, Intel did not, and you can watch my previous video to this. I just made it. It's probably sitting out there 10 or 15 minutes old right now, but you can watch that and pick up some more information. The announcement comes against the backdrop of a massive chip industry consolidation last year, with over $100 billion changing hands in 4 deals with NVIDIA. I just talked about NVIDIA. They have a deal going on with Neo now. I have several Neo videos. You can watch those as well. And the $35 billion AMD Xilinx deal. I've made a couple AMD videos. And also the 21 billion and Marvel grabbing, and the mere 10 billion, not to mention Intel dumping its memory unit to SK Hynix for 9 billion. So a lot of good semiconductor action going on, and a lot of these I've been watching, especially Intel being my favorite. So Back to tip ranks, it's showing 57.35. This has been at a hold for quite some time, so maybe that'll change now. It'll be interesting to watch. And 52.79 for the analyst projecting a high of 70 and a low of 40, which it's been pretty much at that low for quite some time. It did jump up here a little bit, but it's been trading in the 50s, high 40 range, 46s for quite some time. But so it's good to see some new life coming back into Intel. Just wanted to make another quick video, more in depth on the CEO changing hands here, and I consider that a good thing, and it looks like the stock considers it a good thing as well. So that's it for this video. If you haven't hit that like button, don't wait until Thursday. It's Wednesday, it's hump day, and we got some good growth going on. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button, hit it with an elbow, hump it if you may, since it's hump day, and just bringing you another Intel video, another semiconductor, and one of my favorites. So, and again, it looks like a flagpole with a flag going in the wind here, so good things for Intel. That's it. Thank you for all the likes. The channel's growing, hitting 200 by the end of January, and I'll keep watching Intel for you. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.